Alright guys, welcome back. So in the previous video we discussed the basics of what functions are and what they do. But we haven't really I haven't there's something I am supposed to actually tell you and it's I completely forgot. So one of the most important reasons why you create functions is to avoid writing code twice. In programming, it's very important that you don't repeat yourself. That is, whenever you write a program to do some piece of code that performs a certain action, you do not want to go again and write the same thing just because there's a little variation. So I'll explain that with a good example later on. But then what I need you to understand is that whenever you find yourself writing program and then repeating the same task twice, that is writing the same piece of code twice with just little variation, then you need a function there. You need to take the entire code that you are repeating and then put it inside a function, and then whenever you need to call it or whenever you need to use that same code, then you could just call the function and it performs wherever you want. But that will be easier explained more with an example. But before I go into the example, just think of it in this way. Whenever you need to eat, you go and get a plate, you go and get a spoon, and then fetch the food and then you eat, right? So you can think of a plate here as a function, a spoon also as another function. So whenever you need them, you go and get them and then use them. And when you're done, you return them, right? So basically, that's the idea of a function. It's just something, a certain object that performs just a certain thing you need to do, and then allowing you to not have to do things over and over and over and over again. So in this video, I'm going to look a little bit more, go a little bit more in depth into what functions are by looking at what arguments to functions are, and then probably in the next video, we're going to actually create a program that shows you the true relevance of what functions are. So let me Control N and Control S. Let's call this function args.py. So let's save. Uh, okay, I don't know why the system was slowing down. I think it's fine now. So let's say in our previous code, we look at an example of greeting, right? So what we did then there was, if you can remember, we took the username from a user and then print it out on the screen. But let's say we do not want to we do not intend to collect user input from the user. So what do we do? There's another way of going about it apart from just using user input. We could do something like this. We could say def greeting, and then now normally you just use the keyword def and then the name of the function, and then you start writing code, right? But in this case, we're going to introduce a new concept called argument. And an argument is basically an input to a function. So think of it this way, like a parameter that you pass to a function to do, and then the function will use that parameter to do something. So whenever you pass a parameter to the function, what is expected is that that parameter is going to be used to perform a certain action. So the idea is, let's say we want to just pass a parameter. Let's call it name, and then we could do something like this. So for now, just think of it this way: you have somehow passed an input called name to this function, and then that input is actually a reference to some name that you've already specified somewhere. But so far, just forget about it. Let's just run the code and see something. So what you do is you could do something like print, and then you could say good morning, and then you could say, let's make this an f string. Sorry, I keep forgetting about f strings. All right, then you could say name. So what this means is that this function greeting will always have to take a parameter called name, and then it will execute the greeting using the name that you have specified. So this means that whenever you call greeting, you have to pass in the argument called name, and it could be anything. It could be your name, your sister's name, wherever it is, whatever name you want, or any object, wherever. So you could, whenever, for you to call this function and for it to work properly, you have to do something like greeting, just the way you will normally call a function, and then you have to pass the parameter that you want to call the function with. So in this case, let's say similar. Okay, so if you execute this now, let's see what happens when I execute this. Let's say control B, build. All right, awesome, right? So it's actually passed in this parameter Mimuna to the function greeting, and then use it here to execute print good morning with the name of your argument that you pass in. So arguments are a way of passing parameters to functions, and so using them to do various activities, and sorry, to perform various tasks, obviously. But what you need to know is that you can pass in as many parameters as you want here. So let's say you could also pass in something like age here, and then all you need to do is when you're calling the function, also pass the age parameter. So let's say 17, for example, here. So you could also say print I am age years old. Control S, then you could Control B, and then look, good morning, I'm 17 years old. Alright, so in the next video, we're going to look at how we could put all of this together and create something that is super meaningful and something that kind of a little bit make more sense, something more important than just greeting